Yo, what is up guys, it's your boy Blue Lightning here, and today, super excited to record this video. You guys know I was super hyped. The DLC dropped. Well, I guess it's not really DLC, but you know what I mean, like the new guns came out. They're pretty fucking awesome in my opinion. You've got the RVN and the UDM. So the RVN is the energy assault rifle, and the UDM is that ballistic pistol. You guys probably already all know about this, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about the update. And then also this video, we're going to be talking about the best class setup for the RVN. So I've been playing with the RVN a ton, and honestly this class that I came up with, I feel like it's gonna stick around for a while, and it's the best class setup in my opinion. Now let's get into my class setup here. The RVN is a 2-round burst energy assault rifle. You can hold triangle to split this gun into melee mode, which will be a one-hit kill from the front or the back, and it makes this pretty cool static noise. I kind of like that. But the RVN, first let's look at the mechanics of the gun, the stats on it. Accuracy 83, damage 65, range 95, fire rate 75, and mobility 65. Those are some pretty good stats for this assault rifle, honestly, and using it in game, it feels incredible. You feel like you have a ton of power when using this gun, and you feel like you can just demolish the lobby while using this gun. Taking into account the stats of the gun as well as how it plays in game, the gun is pretty much without any attachments. It's a 2-burst kill, so 4 bullets. If you get all 4 bullets into the enemy player, it's gonna kill him most of the time. Now obviously there's some hit detection issues and things of that nature. If you hit higher, like towards the head, or lower towards the feet, it may vary 1 or 2 more bullets, but on average it is a 2-burst kill, which would be 4 bullets. Now when using this gun, it comes with a pretty decent iron sight. The iron sight reminds me of a holographic sight in my opinion, so I'm not really a huge fan of it because it feels kind of bulky, feels like it's really in your face and you can't see well. So my first attachment for the gun would be the ELO sight. You unlock this at weapon level 14, so you're gonna have to do some work to get it up there. I much prefer the ELO to the reflex, mainly because the ELO takes up less space and you can see more in your peripheral vision, see other enemies coming at you. So that's why I choose the ELO as the first attachment on this best class setup for the RVN. Now secondly, I like to use the stock. I think this is necessary in order to be successful with this gun. When aiming down sights, I find it super difficult to actually strafe to an enemy, especially if they're moving around and jetpacking and jumping around. I almost never get the kill if I'm not using stock. Now if I'm using stock, I can target this enemy easily, and I find it very efficient when trying to get that kill on that jetpacker. Now next, I highly recommend using quick draw. Since it is a burst gun, if you get into a close range gun battle, you're going to want to be able to lock on because you don't want to miss any of your shots. If you miss any of your shots, we already know it's a 2-burst kill. If you miss a shot and someone's using a full auto assault rifle or a submachine gun, you're gonna have a rough time. You're probably gonna lose that encounter 9 times out of 10. But with quick draw, you can snap onto your opponent, and then also using stock, if they do move or jump away from you during this encounter, you can still snap onto them using quick draw and stock. So that's my reasoning for using quick draw, because this gun's already very good at long range. It is a medium to long range assault rifle, so having quick draw makes it better at close range. Now finally, I prefer to use a suppressor on this gun. I played around with a ton of the attachments, and the last attachment that I found to work really well with this gun is the suppressor. You may be thinking to yourself, why wouldn't you put a foregrip on it? Why wouldn't you use particle lamp or Faraday slug? Well, the reason I didn't want to use any of those attachments is honestly, this gun does not need a grip to be good at long range. It's already very good, and what I highly recommend when using this gun is rather than holding down the trigger like you can, I would recommend bursting your finger on the trigger so that you get short bursts of shots rather than a continuous stream of bullets. I found this to be most effective when using this gun, and you'll find yourself being more accurate and able to target that player at a longer distance when bursting the gun. Now particle lamp, I don't really feel like that was necessary because it already has very good damage range. It's pretty much a 2-burst kill from anywhere on the map, as long as your shots connect with the player. And Faraday slug, this will increase the headshot lethality, but again, I don't feel like it's necessary because odds are, unless you're going for gold on the gun, then I may recommend using that instead of suppressor. But using suppressor, you're gonna be able to increase your streaks. And now let's remember that we are talking about playing in public matches. If you're looking to increase your streaks, run a lobby, and overall just get a good KD with the gun, suppressor is the way to go because you want to stay off the map. Now with that in mind, this takes me into the perks that I prefer to use with this class. They're pretty basic, and this can apply to many other gun classes as well. I prefer to use Ghost. I think this perk is incredible, especially with the amount of UAVs that get called in a single game of hardcore domination. The amount of UAVs that get called in, Ghost will save your ass more than once, I can guarantee you that. Now Blind Eye is the next perk I highly recommend using, mainly because so many people run Vulture, Wardens, Micro Turrets. All of these things here are out to kill you, and when you're running Blind Eye, they're not going to see you. So you can kind of have free roam of the map, and not have to worry about hearing the enemy warden over your head. Now finally, Dead Silence is the last perk I would use. This perk here, overall, it's just a great perk. You just don't want to be heard when you're sneaking up on people, if you're flanking and you come up behind them. And if you have Dead Silence, then you're not going to be heard. You're not going to be seen on the minimap. So you're basically in full stealth mode. You can just rack up the kills. To sum this up, guys, best class possible for the RVN is the stock, suppressor, and quick draw while using an ELO sight. If you guys think of something better, just let me know down in the comments below. I'll be happy to try it out and test it against my theory of this class and see if your class works better. Just comment down below if you guys feel like you have a better class. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it for this video here. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Spread this video so that people can see this is the best class possible, so everyone can do better in their games that they're playing in this weekend for double XP. And finally, one last thing, guys. Next week, I will be home for spring break, so I'll be flying out tomorrow morning. So unfortunately, I won't be live streaming while I'm home because I want to spend time with family and friends because I haven't seen them in about 3 months. But I will still be uploading videos on Sunday, Monday, and Thursday, so don't worry about that, guys. There'll just be no live streams next week. So hopefully you guys can bear with me without live streams for a week. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure if you aren't subscribed to the channel that you hit that subscribe button. Helps me out a ton. Thanks for all the support from you guys recently. It's just been awesome. The channel's growing at a pretty good rate for me, and I really appreciate every single one of you guys. So just keep doing what you're doing. Blue Lightning, much love, peace.